Hi everyone, Dallin and Carrie from our home along with the VASAYO management team. Thanksgiving is just a few days away, so we wanted first of all to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. As you travel, make sure that you're safe, be aware, don't text and drive, don't drink and drive. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend, however long, with your family and friends. Put your arms around your kids, tell them you love them. Life is precious. Let's go out and create some great memories this Thanksgiving. So on this Facebook Live call, I got a few items. This is like live TV, so I don't have everything memorized. I'm not on the brain product yet. I'm not a neuro yet, Emic. So hopefully when I get that, I won't have to write a whole list of things. But where I want to start, in addition to saying Happy Thanksgiving, and by the way, I should say that I'm grateful for many things. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for our children. Grateful for our 7 grandchildren that are soon going to be 9. So life is great. I'm grateful that I've got an amazing team that I've surrounded myself with all have servants' hearts. I'm grateful that come January, we're going to be able to have the opportunity to go out there and start blessing 1 million people's lives. So I am so grateful today to speak with you and share a few of those thoughts. Okay, a few of you are calling in and asking, when are we going to get this? When are we going to get that? I want to remind everyone that the soft launch doesn't even start until January. We are in the pre-launch phase of VASAYO. It's kind of like, I guess I'll give an analogy of building a home. First you dig the hole, and then, the foundation takes a long time. You got to put the rebar in, or whatever they call it. Rebar? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Rebar, Fred would know. The forms, okay? And then you pour the cement. We're now, I would say, likening VASAYO to a home or a new home build. We've dug the hole, and the rebar is in, the forms are in, and now we're pouring the concrete. So now we're in the foundational part of building this new home called VASAYO. So please don't call in saying, where's the furniture? Because we haven't started framing yet. We haven't put the sheetrock in. We haven't built the walls. We don't have the floors in. So it's one day at a time, and it takes a little while. So this is the pre-launch, and come January 3rd, that is the soft launch. It'll be kind of like we're moving into our new home. When I moved into a new home at the age of 5 in Rexburg, Idaho, our walls were sheets, okay? We weren't completely finished yet, but yet, hey, it was enough to get us started, and we moved in, and it was an interesting time. I still remember I was at the age of 5. But January 3rd, we're moving into this home called VASAYO. It's not going to be completely furnished yet. That's called the soft launch. The soft launch is going to go from January 3rd up until the end of May, where we will have our official grand opening and the launch of VASAYO. It's going to be roughly around May 28th to around the 1st of June. It's going to be in Las Vegas. It's going to be fun. It will sell out. We will get you the details over the coming weeks of the grand opening in Las Vegas, the end of May. So this is the foundational piece. We're pouring the cement, building the foundation. Part of that foundation, of course, is putting a team in place. And I think that we've done a fantastic job already with people on the bus. Now, all the seats on the bus aren't full yet, as you can see. There's more seats to fill, and we'll be doing that over the coming months and years. But so far, I have to say I'm very pleased. You've met some of these individuals. I want to take a couple minutes today on this Facebook Live, or this evening on this Facebook Live call, and just introduce the team to you. So you've met Daniel Piku, the president of VASAYO. I love his haircut. And Daniel has amazing strengths that I don't possess. You've met, of course, Carrie. Carrie is not only my best friend and wife and mother of our children and grandmother. Her and a good friend are also going to be responsible for creating a line of apparel, items that you're going to be able to brand yourself with VASAYO over the coming months and years that you'll be proud to go out and wear. Not oh man, do I have to put on that ugly shirt or whatever.
I love it.
And so Carrie designed every inch of our home. And she has the ability to see things and visualize things. I'm a real visual person, but she can see it in her mind. So I'm confident that her and her friend, Christine, are going to create an amazing line of apparel with VASAYO as we get down the path. Now, we've got Fred Black over here. Fred Black is over operations with the company. And Fred, why don't you just take a couple minutes and just share kind of a little bit about your background and your areas of responsibility.
Okay. First of all, I've been in the business for about 30 years, and I've managed, started, and led supply chain throughout 75 markets. So I know what I'm doing. My job here is to get you product where it needs to be at the right time, whenever you need it. So That's me.
He understands that we need to ship products and pay commissions on time, and he's got a breadth of knowledge. He looks like the guy I said, hey, Fred Black kind of looks like the guy in Orange County Bikers, you know. But I think having watched that show a few times, he's got a bigger heart, perhaps.
Hey.
I've never met that guy personally. I know that Fred's got a great heart. He's a big guy. He drives a Harley, and he's got a big heart for people and for this business. And I'm grateful that Fred's on the team.
Thank you.
Now let's go over to this side and say my friend Dan Zhu that I've known for probably 9 or 10 years. We've played golf several times together, and I used to be able to say he's never lost a golf ball. I can't say that again. So let's have a moment of silence for the lost ball. So Dan, why don't you share a little bit of your background?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dallin. It's snowing in Utah right now, and but I still remember a few months back in July. Dallin and I were playing a couple rounds of golf, and I don't know if you remember. You asked me, "What do you do? What do you do in the future?" I really did not have any answer because I was right in the middle of enjoying my time off from being in the business for 20 years, and also was doing a little bit of consulting work for outside of this business. But thank you. You did get me thinking. So I was pondering the question. And after seeing the product concepts and also the videos you guys made, I was very inspirational. And I found my answer. And actually, it's pretty simple. And you demonstrated the passion and the commitment and the platform. And that's actually I'm looking for. So for the future. So finally, in October, that's a good day. I remember October 18th, I finally put my name on the dotted line and partnered up with Dallin, Carrie, and Daniel, and the rest of the team. So I'm so excited about for the work ahead, and also I'm ready to serve the brand partners.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dan. Let's now go over, you've all met Emic, at least over the phone on these Facebook Live calls. Grateful that Emic jumped on a plane and came in so he could be live on this set for this Facebook Live. Emic is our Chief Science Advisor and, of course, responsible for formulating our 5 initial products. He'll be a spokesperson for us going around at major functions. He'll be in Las Vegas, you know, and other functions that we have, just sharing why everybody on this planet needs to be on the product. You want to say a few words, Emic?
Yeah, I mean, basically, we took a lot of products that I've been making over, the last decade or so, and we've taken them from the doctor's office to a form where they can be used in people's homes. And I'm really excited for this opportunity and to working with this entire team here. It's going to be, I think, just a fantastic and incredible experience for all of us.
So maybe just one more minute on the product. Some people have said, when are the ingredients going to be known? Probably over the coming weeks, right? I mean, we'll just be going to the Facebook Live page, and we'll be sharing new information over just about every day. In fact, I think tonight you're going to be seeing a brand new 1.5 minute introductory video that I think we're going to post shortly after this Facebook Live call that you can then go out and share with your family and friends. So we're just going to continue dripping on everybody, all the brand partners every week with new information, including, what's exactly in the product and so forth. Not that you have to be a scientist. We've got a scientist. My advice to you is when the product comes out in January, get on the product and have your own experience. Carrie and I right now are using the sleep product, and I can tell you from personal experience, I'm sleeping better and I'm sleeping deeper. So I'm excited to be on all 5 of the products. Remind them what our 5 product categories are, Emic.
So we've got the Renew. We've got the Neuro, which is...
What is Renew for?
So the Renew is really to help people have a good, healthy, inflammatory response, to really get that, spring out of bed in the morning. It's just a fantastic full body nutritional support. We got our Core Essentials, which is we call it a multivitamin, but really what it is to fill in all the gaps from your daily nutritional needs. We also have the Sleep that you just mentioned, which is not only going to help you sleep well, it's also going to help you get into the rhythm and get to sleep as you need. The other ones, of course, are the Energy, which is going to be a non-stimulant version that allows your metabolism to kick in a lot of energy and good blood oxygenation. And then the final one is the
Brain.
no, we went over the neuro.
Essentials?
We went over the neuro.
He needs it.
We've got sleep.
Energy.
We went over. We just did the energy.
Core.
We did the core essentials
Renew.
too. We did the renew.
Then we did it. Sleep.
And the brain.
Well, they did sleep.
Maybe we
got
did all of
sleep.
them.
Obviously,
I think maybe we did all of them.
We've got 5 products.
Right.
One of them is the sleep, which is in a
sleep,
spray.
Right. So we got the sleep, the energy, the core
essentials.
neuro,
and renew.
and renew. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the 5. Okay, so I guess we went through all of them. I was looking for a 6 because we're already starting to formulate those. We just haven't told you about them.
So Emick has, he said he's been creating products for doctors' offices, not these formulas. These are exclusive to us. In talking to Emick and his liposome technology, which is proprietary, it's the secret sauce here, along with the nutrients that we're using. So we're putting the finest nutrients inside this bubble, this liposome, and I believe that we'll be able to show as we get down the road increased bioavailability through these products. That's what we're believing we'll be able to show. But even though Emick has formulated for doctors before, it's mainly been like one ingredient products for a specific ingredient, like a curcumin or a resveratrol or something like
Right,
that.
or vitamin C. It's very, very targeted. It's one specific thing. You know, most people take it because their doctor recommends it.
But we're using multiple nutrients in each one of these 5 products, and these are all 5 very large product categories.
Can I say something about that?
Yes.
Okay, so I've been on the products. I've had the samples, and I've been consuming them probably for about a month. So yesterday, my mind was on fire. I got on the treadmill, and normally I'll do a really fast lap, and then I'll slow it up, and then I'll do a fast lap, and then I'll slow it up. I was going in the mind so much so that I kept it on the fast lap the whole mile. I ran a 7.5-minute mile, which was alarming. And I woke up this morning, actually when I went to bed last night, I said to myself, oh my gosh, I'm going to pay for that. I'm pushing 50. Woke up this morning, didn't even think twice about it until now. And it's like there's absolutely no stiffness, soreness, or anything that I would say that I wouldn't be able to do it again today. And I've also been lifting weights. So, and for me to have that epiphany, to be like, wow, that's pretty awesome. Because the way that I push myself, I'd be feeling it. And I'm not. So I think these products are just phenomenal, and I can't wait to get my hands on that brain product.
Right?
Well, I'm feeling you right now. I'm feeling it.
You feeling it?
I'm feeling it. You all feeling it?
Absolutely.
I'm feeling
A
it.
7.5-minute mile. Jeez.
Man, and
I once ran a 17.5-minute mile too, so that's pretty cool. All right, so thank you, Dr. Blair. Great to have you here with us. Let's go down to this. Well, before I go to Brian, one more thing on operations. We're starting in January in the U.S., and Fred is working on a model that will allow us, we believe, to start shipping immediately into Canada on an e-commerce or not for resale basis, just for personal use only. And then if we get sufficient enough demand, we may even go to Puerto Rico sometime soon.
Yeah.
But is that right?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, so there you have it. We don't want to leave our good friends to the north out of this launch in January. Mr. Brian Gill is being responsible for a lot of the marketing efforts and the social media and stuff like that. Can we talk about some of the things that you're working on and give them some things that they can be doing?
Yeah,
to
let's
help
talk
us?
about it. So Brian Gill, I've been within the industry for 17 years doing marketing and communications. And it goes without saying that the job of VASAYO's marketing department is to provide you with high quality content that engages, informs, and educates so that your customers can make informed and confident product purchases. Additionally, so that you as brand partners can share the brand message, the products, the science, the opportunity with confidence and with top quality materials. On top of that, in January, we will be releasing an app. The app is absolutely fantastic. The user interface and user experience is very intuitive. I absolutely love it. You'll have all of corporate's top quality content at your fingertips on your mobile phone. You'll be able to share it out instantly to your prospects and engage with them in a conversation and share that material. So we're very excited for that. We'll launch with some basic materials in January, and we'll continually add to that so that you have good information to share. If I may say one more thing, Dallin, relating to marketing and social media, can we all take a moment of silence and like the VASAYO Facebook page.
How do they do that right now?
Let's do that right now. Is that all right?
Right
Okay,
now.
pull out
Okay.
your phone.
All right.
Well, they're
Show
on
them how to do
they're
it.
on their phone right
See-
now watching this,
Well,
or their
Brian can
computer.
demonstrate it.
So our username for Facebook is at VASAYO. And so you go to www.facebook.com/VASAYO. And if you're watching this, you're already there. So please like this page.
What are the odds that they'll be there?
There are some odds. It's pretty good. So we want to make sure everybody likes this page so that when we do a Facebook Live, it will automatically notify you that we're live.
How do they like our page, Brian?
They go to the page, facebook.com/VASAYO, click the thumbs up button, and you
Where is the thumb that they click to like this page?
Oh, well, I think if
I don't know. Have any
Everybody
idea?
else does.
I've never liked anybody's page, including ours.
it's in the top nav. It's just look for a thumb.
What is Facebook, by the way? Oh.
Oh, man.
Can we edit live?
Okay, so let's have 10 seconds of silence. 10 seconds. Yes,
This
it's
is
my
a happy.
space, or-
This is a happy moment.
This
of
is a
silence.
safe space,
This is a
right?
good moment of silence. This is a very productive.
Let's have a positive moment of silence while you
Okay.
thumbs up and like our Facebook page. Come on, guys, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
For the next 5 seconds.
That's all we're doing right now.
Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. Okay. What does that mean if they like our page? It's all good?
That means that they are interested in getting updates and communications, videos, content about VASAYO.
Can I now tell my mom I've got some friends? If they do that?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Yeah,
I've got
absolutely.
friends. Okay. All right. Let's talk about a couple of other things. We've talked to you about November 21st is open enrollment. And so there's been some confusion. It's always a little bit messy when you start building the genealogy of a networking company. And so we're trying to minimize the the messiness of it. There will still be some messiness. Remember, we're building a house or we're building a home. So Brian, maybe you walk them through what they need to do at 10 a.m., roughly 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, next Monday, November 21st, what they should be doing leading up to the 21st or on the morning of the 21st.
I would love to do this. This is an exciting day. Monday will be. And I'm going to follow the format for a good speech. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, and then I'll recap what I told you to make sure that we have all the information we need to have successful enrollment come Monday. At a very high level, you're going to go to a web page. That's www.vasayo.com. You're going to click Enroll Now, and then follow all the instructions and fill out the information until you hit Submit, and you're a brand partner. Now let me go into a little bit more detail. Again, on Monday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, go to vasayo.com, and you'll see an Enroll Now button. Click that button, and you'll be taken to a page where you're prompted to enter your sponsor's username. If you know that, enter it and continue. If you don't know that, please get with your sponsor now. You have a few days to get that information so that you're prepared for it. If you don't have a sponsor on Monday, there's also an option to continue as a guest. So once you advance from that page, you'll be taken to the next page where you'll be prompted to select your market. So you'll select United States, and then below that, you'll have the opportunity to review our key documents, policies and procedures, terms of use, privacy policy. You must read and agree to those, and once you check that box, we're on to the next screen. The next screen is all about personal information. If you're filling this out for yourself, you'll know all the questions. But in case you're filling it out for someone else, I want to go through and cover what is in this page so you can get prepared. So if you are enrolling someone else, at the top, you'll have the option to adjust their placement. After that, you'll need to know their first and last name, their address, their phone number, email, and you'll also be prompted to enter a security question and answer for them. Now, if you don't know what their high school mascot was, you can make one.
Is that really the question?
Well, that's one of them.
I have no idea.
It's one of the options normally, high school mascot, yeah.
Well, thank. I didn't expect
First
this to be
elementary
a-
school, first pet's name.
Maiden
Not
name.
only me.
Right. So if you don't know that, you can just put something in, inform them, and they can change that at a later time. No problem. So once you've done that, you go to the next screen where you'll be presented with a summary of the information you just entered. Be sure to look over that and make sure it's accurate. And then we're on to the credit card information. You'll need to put in your credit card information, including the number, expiration date, and security code. So make sure you have that handy. And the last step.
By the way,
Yes.
on the security, can I
Please.
interject something
You
here?
may, of course.
Because credit cards, you're entering credit card information, that will not be, we're not submitting, we're not running your credit card, of course, until January when the company starts the soft launch.
That's right. Last but not least, you will have the option to subscribe to email updates from corporate, your sponsor, and account-related emails. I highly recommend that you subscribe to all of these so that you can receive these backbone communications that will keep you on point with your brand partner business. And once you've done that, you hit submit, and you are the newest brand partner with VASAYO. So again, we look forward to having you guys crash the system on Monday. That's kind of one of those things that we want and don't want. But again, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, Monday, vasayo.com. Enroll now, follow the steps, and you'll be great.
A couple of points, questions that came up while you were speaking, Brian. First of all, you'll notice we didn't ask for your social security number. I think it's not until you've earned a certain amount of income with VASAYO as a brand partner that will require that in order to get you your 1099 at the end of the year for tax purposes. Is that correct? Is that your understanding as well?
Correct.
So that's, in today's day and age with, everything has got to be secure, so we're doing our very, very best to make sure that everything's secure. We don't want to have, so we're not asking for your social security number. The membership, I believe, is going to be $49.95 for the first year as a brand partner with VASAYO. And like Brian said, what you're getting with that is you're getting that mobile app, which some companies charge up to $30 a month for a mobile app. That's 360.
This is a big point.
It's a big deal.
This is a big point.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's about building and managing and maintaining your business from the palm of your hand, because that's the day and age that we live in. So you get access to that app, the mobile app, for a whole year, and that covers your membership fee. Instead of sending you a box of stuff you look at and throw away and fill up landfills across the world. So it's all about a mobile app. You're going to see a lot of our brochures. Yeah, we'll probably print some, but the vast majority of the stuff we're going to do is going to be in the cloud so that we can save money. We're going to run lean, low overhead. You're not going to see big brick and mortar. You're going to see low overhead, so there's more money in the plan. Speaking of which, let's talk about the VASAYO rewards plan for a couple minutes. I've always said, and this speaks to the enrollment on the 21st, like your sponsor can enroll you or you can enroll yourself. There's going to be a few guests of people who don't know their sponsor's name, and that's the messy part. So please, 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 please do everything in your power not to enroll as a guest, because that means we're going to have to link people up and figure out who spoke to person, who do you want as your sponsor. And it's just, we've got a million other things that we need to do. We certainly want to minimize the time we spend trying to link people up. So get with your sponsor, get their user ID number, and get yourself registered properly. Now, as you're enrolling yourself, we're launching this company with a rewards plan that, back in the early 90s, I was one of the first in the world to use the binary compensation plan with USANA, a great legacy company that's now 27 years old. The interesting thing to me is that you'll meet people in this amazing business that are with different companies, and there's legacy companies. There's only a handful, and we've talked about building a legacy company, and that's one day at a time, building a brand that you can trust around the world. And part of that is there's got to be a way that people earn income, and that's called the VASAYO rewards plan. But I've always said that the rewards plan of any company is well down the list of why a company is successful or unsuccessful, and I believe that today. You'll see legacy companies with a unilevel. You'll see a legacy company with a stair-step breakaway. You'll see legacy companies like a USANA and others that have a binary compensation plan. So I'm never going to be the one arguing every point of our rewards plan and comparing the rewards plan, because it just makes no sense. What you've got to have is leadership. You've got to have leadership in the company who have built in the past. Not that the past is a guarantee of the future, but it's usually a pretty good indicator. We've got at this table collectively well over 100 years of experience in this industry. You've got to have a disruptive product story. We've got that with Dr. Emmett Blair, with our liposome delivery and great nutrients. And it also helps to have a rewards plan that rewards people. We're going to go out and have some fun. We're going to travel around the world, and we're going to be paying people on a weekly basis as they go out and share these products and develop customers. It's all about getting customers, you guys. It really is. You're going to see, and when you go to vasayo.com now, I believe now, you are going to see a link to the VASAYO rewards plan. Click on it and read it, and I promise you're probably not going to understand it because, and they're off. This was supposed to come in January when we launched the company. Someone's at the door. They want in. People are actually showing them on my door saying, I hear you're starting a company. I want in. So I got to lock the gate. We're going to build a wall. Oh.
No.
Are we live?
And my neighbors are going to pay for it. I got it. I shouldn't have gone there.
No.
So where was I? You're going to download this.
Rewards. Read it.
There's 8 ways to earn income. The most basic way is the binary, which is you build a left leg, you build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. So when you start sponsoring people, like if you've got kids that you want to get involved in family, you may want to keep them all on one leg. But generally the rule of thumb that I followed is you put one on the left, then you put one on the right, then the next one you put on the left, the next one you put on your right, and come January when we start doing revenue, you'll have one of those legs taking off faster than the other one. So where are you going to put the next person? You're going to put them on your lesser leg until you try to kind of balance these legs. And we've done some things different than I've ever done before in the binary with a 1/3, 2/3, which Daniel tried to explain to me and said it's far superior to a balanced left and right leg. So it's the 1/3, 2/3 with cycles. And in my former community, you could build out 2 legs and earn up to $10,000 a week. Here, it's a lot more than that. So yes, it's a generous plan. We've tried to manage it to take care of the interests of people who are at the beginning, who are just starting, and people who have been with us for a year, and then the people who are getting on planes, trains, and automobiles and building a global business. So download the plan and study it a little bit, and then try to do that prior to the 21st so that you have some understanding of where you ought to be placed. And talk to your sponsor about that as well. But if you're enrolling yourself, you're automatically going to be placed. It defaults for you, so you'll be in the tree. Dan, do you want to add anything on the rewards plan while we're talking about that subject?
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing we need to address is, because I've been on the phone with a handful of brand partners and different leaders throughout our company and prospective brand partners, and there's so much talk about the rewards plan and what is this payout or what is that payout. I'll just touch a little bit on what Dallin just mentioned. At the end of the day, we have an incredible rewards plan. It's customer driven. I believe it to be the future of the industry. I think you'll see many companies over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years look at our plan and say, wow, they got it right. But with all that said, it's really not about the percentages. At the end of the day, I've always said, a percentage is 0, 100 still 0. It doesn't matter if it pays out 45% or 48% or if it pays out. It's really based on what type of company are you building, and it's really about customers. At the end of the day, customers, customers, customers. The legacy companies in this industry have focused on a real product that end user customers that are not part of the business purchase, and that's what we've designed here. So with that said, I don't want everybody to look at the X and O's as much as, what did we leave out in the comp plan or what's unique about the comp plan. I want us to be focused on the overall picture. The other thing I want to touch about real quick on that to prospective brand partners is I get on the phone a lot daily, really, with somebody that's looking at joining VASAYO and joining the team and the family here. And one of the questions they ask is, I need to know the payout on the rewards plan. That would actually be one of the last things I would ask if I was a prospective brand partner. One of the first questions I'd ask is, who's the management? What's the capitalization of the company? And what are your products? And the fourth thing is, are you building a real company? So I just want to address that. I think the rewards plan should be number 5 out of the 5 pillars you should really look at when joining a company. So, and I want to send a thank you out for everybody for their understanding and everything we're doing, as Dallin touched on, to build a special company here that's going to be around for a long time.
Well stated, Daniel. And we all want to say thank you. I know you've all been patient. We're doing the best we can. This is a startup, so we've got a few people on the bus, like I said, and we're all wearing multiple hats and juggling a lot of different balls. And I think so far so good. We got a long ways to go prior to January 3rd, and we know what we need to do, and we're well on it. So with that, a couple of other things. So the rewards plan is at vasayo.com. When you enroll, and Brian said that the policies and procedures are on there.
That's right.
I want to talk just for a minute about the do's and the don'ts. First the don'ts, and then a few of the do's. You'll notice when you enroll that there's going to be some language on there that you've got to check a box that you're verifying that you're not under a contractual obligation with any other direct selling company that would prohibit you from representing VASAYO and building a VASAYO business. And like always, we expect you to be honest with that. If you're under a contractual obligation anywhere, we expect you to operate with highest integrity. There's what? How many billions of people in the world? 7 billion people. You know, when I started Monavie, I didn't call anybody from USANA, even my own sister. In fact, while we talked, and I said, you need to stay where you are. And I've told you this story before, and she did. And she's gone on to make a lot of money. She's earned a check every week for 27 years in an amazing company that's a legacy company called USANA. And likewise, when we started VASAYO, after our 2-year non-compete, I still hadn't decided for sure. You know, I mean, July came, and, you know, I thought maybe we will, maybe we won't. Hadn't found the disruptive story yet. Once I became convinced, and I think that was like I don't even know when we came over and met with you. Emick, was like September?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Something like September.
First week of September.
So, and you came on board when?
October, to be exact, I'll have to look.
Sometime in October.
October 7th.
In October, Dan and I talked, you know, on and off playing golf over the years and stuff. But it was really like in September, maybe the middle of September, that we decided, I think we've got something here. And I'm really ready to pull the trigger. And we put the team together. But I'm not calling people. You know, a few people have called. And I've told you this before, you know, if people are contractually obligated, I just won't talk to them. I say, don't waste my time, don't waste yours. If you're under contractual obligation, you come over here and start building. When we find out, we're going to have to terminate your business. So it makes 0 sense. And I don't want to belabor this point, but like Carrie and I went down to California, had lunch with the people who provided a safe landing spot for all of our friends at Monavie. And we had a wonderful couple of hours together. And I left there, one of the first things we said is thank you. Thank you for providing a home and continuing to pay out checks to many of these people around the world who are friends. And so if you're with that former community, please stay where you are. Please, please, please. When we started this company, we said we're going to build this company largely with people that we don't know. And that's exactly what's happening. We're already making new friends from throughout the United States and some in Canada that we've never met before. And we're looking forward to forging a friendship and a partnership and locking arms with all of you who are getting involved and we've never worked together before, and going out and building a company together. So this is the last time I want to have to say this. If you're in Jeunesse, honor the fact that Wendy and Randy provided you a landing spot, and continue working hard with a company that's going out there and blessing a lot of people's lives. That's how I feel about it. And I know that that's how Carrie feels about it. So here's a few other things that you shouldn't do. Don't use the word VASAYO in your URL. Some of you have done that and you've graciously taken it down. I know that some people just didn't know that was one of the policies, and so we thank you for working with us on that. Of course, you can't have your Facebook page saying VASAYO by Brian, VASAYO by Dan, VASAYO by Daniel, VASAYO by Fred. Which reminds me, something was said. I was just jokingly saying, well, you're not going to sponsor me. And I want to clarify that because a lot of things are said in jest. I've never had a distributorship. I never had a spot in the tree with USANA. I never had one with Monavie. I never had one. I'm not going to have one with VASAYO. That goes for everybody in our management team. Not that it's illegal, but I just feel like it's a conflict of interest. So we're going to be doing what we're doing, and you're going to be doing what you're doing, and we're going to support you in building your VASAYO business. So don't put VASAYO in your URL. Don't disparage other companies, please, because what you say about someone else says more about you than it does about them. Right. So let's all be long on grace and short on gossip. Let's not go out there and start making product claims like, man, you're going to get on this product and this is going to happen. You know, don't do that. In fact, we're not even going to allow you to put YouTube videos up. All the communication, all the brochures, videos, and stuff will be coming out from VASAYO corporate, and utilize those. We're going to make it available, like I said, on the mobile app that you can easily share, rather than you standing up and talking about how the product grew hair on your head. Okay? Because it doesn't.
Trust me, it doesn't.
And I keep telling Daniel, come home, Daniel. Look at the side of his face. Come on. Come home, Daniel. Come on home. You're at the 10-yard line.
Product works for me, Alan. I don't know.
Don't make income claims saying, man, I'm going to get into this and I'm going to put one on my left, one on the right, and sit on my lazy boy and make a bunch of money. Okay? It doesn't work that way. what you can do, you can like our Facebook page like we've already done. You can share our Facebook page with others. You can be sharing our videos, one of which is going to be going up right after this Facebook call. So those are a few of the things you can do. You can also make a phone call to someone and say, I'm sorry for something that you've maybe done in the past. You can call your parents and tell them you love them. You can put your arms around your kids and tell them you're grateful for them. You can do a lot of good things every day to bless and influence others. You know, people will join you not because of a product as much as they want to be part of you. They sense your enthusiasm, that your dreams are alive, that you're going to go out there and do some good and do some significant things in the world. So our goal as a company, you're not going to be hearing us talk about how large a financial company we have a goal to go out and build, because we really don't have that as a goal. Our goal is to go out and bless 1 million people's lives. And I think Zig Ziglar said something along the lines that if you help enough other people get what they want in life, the rest of it kind of takes care of itself. Another good friend of mine, Dennis Whaley, at the time, back in the 90s, or back in the 80s, was it? Well, it was the 90s, late 90s. He said, Dallin, chase your passion and not your pension, and you'll never work a day in your life. So I hope that you become passionate about VASAYO. I hope you become passionate about blessing people's lives. You know, we met with a group of people last night, and I talked about throwing the rock in the lake, and the ripple effect takes place. And I thought of a couple of things. I thought of, you know, a lot of the people that you're going to bless over the coming years with VASAYO are people that you don't know right now, and it won't be a direct. It won't be direct. You may introduce VASAYO to Dan, who introduces it to Brian, who introduces it to Daniel, who introduces it to Fred, and Fred's going to have some amazing physical blessings as a result of the product. Or he may go out and build a business and to be able to pay off his mortgage or get out of debt. You know, and then you're going to be in one of these VASAYO. I wanted you to dream. I want you to think of this moment that you're in Las Vegas at the end of May. You're there, okay? We're going to have fun. This is the grand opening. And there's going to be people walking across that stage who are already helping to, you know, their health is improving, their marriages are improving, they've got relationships with their kids who they're bringing to the grand opening, they're starting to earn some additional income, and you're going to be out there in the audience and say, you know, I didn't sponsor Julie into VASAYO as a brand partner, but I sponsored someone who sponsored Julie. And am I grateful that I said yes to VASAYO, because Julie's life has been blessed in some small way because a few generations earlier I said yes. You know, I think of my experience in USANA and saying yes to that and learning through that amazing company, and my sister saying yes to it, who was making $8 an hour, and she had 2 kids with cystic fibrosis. And because of what she was able to do at that company and getting a check every week, she saved enough money so that when the doctors called and told Charlie that lungs had become available at Stanford Medical Center, that she was rushed to Stanford Medical Center, having lived there for the last few months in Palo Alto, waiting for that call. And the call finally came, and she was able to get 2 new lungs and a new heart. I mean, so few people in America or the world go through an operation where they get a new heart and 2 new lungs to save their lives. That's what happened to my niece Charlie. I don't believe it would have happened had Colette not said yes to her brother, and because she was able to save enough money to be able to buy those lungs and a heart. And so for me, I say, would my niece be alive today had I not said yes to get involved on the corporate side and helping to start build a company called USANA and introduce it to my sister Colette. So those are the type of stories. And when people ask Carrie and I, why are we back into this? We need to, because we've all been given different gifts and talents, and we miss the stories. And we want to go out there and bless, either directly or indirectly, the lives of 1 million people. And I know that the people sitting here in front of you today have that same passion and same drive. They want to go out there and bless the lives of 1 million people, one person and one family at a time. And then we're going to huddle up and say, should we sign up for another 1 million? So again, we'll end this call as we started it by expressing gratitude. I'm grateful to live in a country with freedom. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my wife and children and grandchildren. I'm grateful that I've got a mother who has just celebrated her 85th birthday. I'm grateful that I've got 9 siblings. I'm grateful for my extended family, the VASAYO family, and my friends around the world. I'm grateful for your trust and confidence you've placed in us. And I give you my word that I'm going to do everything I can in my power to continue putting you in a position to win with exceptional products, with exceptional people, and exceptional systems. So I encourage you again over this Thanksgiving holiday to dream a little bit. Go out and find some solitude and say, where do I want to be a year from now? And what can I do to get there? And don't be afraid to dust off those dreams, because it's a new day. It's a day of change in a lot of different ways. You know, we've got a new government coming into place in January. It's just a time of change. And it's another change is that there's a company coming on the scene by the name of VASAYO. When someone said to me the other day, did you realize that VASAYO means servant? And I love it. You know, yes, we've come up with an acronym: vision, action, steadiness assures your outcome. That's what VASAYO means to me, but I also love the fact that it also means servant. May we all be servants to others. You help enough other people get what they want, the rest of it's taken care of. Chase your passion and not your pension. So God bless you and your families over this most important holiday, a holiday of Thanksgiving. May we always return and give thanks to those who have blessed our lives. And for that, I say thank you. God bless you and your families.